Aizen Ologan, the undead sorcerer formerly known as Monaga, has accepted his place in his new world. Though it bears similarity to his beloved virtual reality game Yaldea, it still holds many mysteries which he intends to uncover by utilizing his power as the ruler of the great tome of Narak. However, since the disastrous brainwashing of one of his subordinates, Alzen has become very wary of the impending dangers of the slain theocracy, as well as the possible existence of other former Yaldea players. Meanwhile, Albert Nimur and the rest of the Alzen loyal guard set out to prepare for the next step in their campaign of the Narzik First War. Overlord Season 2 picks up immediately after its prequel containing the story of Azan Olgan, his electric army of human-hating guardians, and the many hapless humans affected by his Overlord's arrival. This anime has about 13 episodes, premiered January 9, 2018, April 3rd, 2018. It had a third season. It has an OVA special. It is based on popular light novel series action, adventure, fantasy, supernatural. The theme is game. Each episode is 20 minutes per episode, and it's rated R and 70 plus for violent and profanity. Let's get started into the review. And we are back with season 2 of Overlord. Now let's get started into this review. What I really liked about Overlord, besides the narrative of this whole story of this, isekai, and the the way the story tells for Essen and his party in this, RPG game, and him as the status of Overlord in the other world, and him and his party against the humans kind of shows a dynamic. And I feel like having him being as strong as he is, it's like making him think that the god of the universe, and he can't really afford to make any mistakes because his servants high him on this high pedestal, and him making a mistake, it'll maybe change the view of him, I feel like. And he has to keep this image of the always on top of it leader for his organization. And overall, I think he's getting to a point where he has almost let his control slip, and and ever shifted his perspective on by his subordinates. And I think overall, season 2 of Overlord is trying to tell this idea of a bigger world that is just its main protagonist, and the ones that fall on the two front, the core ideal itself, and how that idea is executed. I think overall, due to the nature of Overlord, you have all these fantastic characters, new characters, and I think since it is based off of the light novel series, it does have to do an adaptation from that light novel to continue on with the story, because Overlord is broken up into our third season, a fourth season, and also a movie as well. So it has to continue on that same type of material from the same source material, as well as the progression, trying to make sure the anime doesn't get too lost in the narrative from the light novel, trying to adapt it to an anime version. I think overall, I feel like the pacing of it was a little bit too fast, because you're all playing with these new characters, and you think their backstories, their motivations, and why they joined the main character as they did. But I think maybe season 2 might be a little bit, not season 2, season 3 might bring it down to a more not fast pace, but more a moderate pace than it going so fast with the new season, with season 2 of Overlord. Then it's just jumping from one place to another with each episode, and you're not really getting a clear grasp of all these new characters that are being introduced, along going back to the old characters as well. But overall, the story was good. It did what it had to do to get the point across to what's happening from season 1 to season 2, along with the returning characters and some new ones. But I think overall, I think it lost a lot of the transition and idea that they're trying to pull off. And I feel like it didn't come across well in the writing and the script for the anime. I think there are a lot of things that are changed, not a lot of change, and then you just have a lot of complex characters of tribe of lizard people, the compelling backstory of the spotlight gods, and there's also some night guy, a princess with a very dark secret. There's a few other things that I've noticed, and you're like, wow, either we are going too fast or we're going too slow. And I feel like all these characters that we're introduced to don't get enough screen time. I really wish they could flesh them out more, and I wish we could get more episodes to figure out what are these characters' true, motivation, their purpose, their goals, their personalities. We barely scratch the surface with these characters, and I feel like it doesn't show them or gives them more screen time than they are supposed to have. But maybe in season 3 we'll get more of that narrative, hopefully more of these characters fleshed out, so we can pick who we kind of relate to, or which side that we're kind of fighting for. But definitely check out Overlord Season 2 if you haven't already, and let me know what you think. I'm really curious to see if anyone else knows like the same thing, but definitely check it out.